Hey, welcome back to News 9. For some, navigating new laws and how they're impacting you can be a bit confusing. Can you relate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why this morning we're talking with financial expert Scott Staton about a recently passed federal law impacting retirement savings and planning. Scott, thanks for talking to us.
You bet.
We're talking about the Secure Act, or the Secure Act 2.0, whatever you want to call it. Went into effect at the end of December. Let's talk about all the different changes. First off, the age change. What is it? What do we need to know about it?
Yeah, so that's the biggest change that it made. So to understand what 2.0 did, let's talk about what the original Secure Act did back in 2020. So prior to 2020, the age where you had to take money out of your retirement plan was 70 and a half.
Okay.
That 70 and a half got kind of confusing for people. The Secure Act changed that from 70 and a half to 72. And 2.0 just built on that and raised it from 72 to 73.
So we're at 73 years old now, where you have to start taking money out.
You have to, yes.
Okay.
And that in 2033, it's a while away, but that's going to age 75. So they're trying to prolong it over time. So it just gives people more time to let their money grow.
I was going to say, what impact does that have, the changing it from 70 and a half to eventually up to 75, and people's strategies for saving?
Well, they don't have to take money out. It's because those distributions are taxable, so it lets them let their money grow tax deferred and then prolong paying tax on that money.
What about, there were some changes to catch-up contribution amounts. Explain that.
Yeah, so that's not going into effect for a couple more years. That's 2025. But if you're over a certain age, you can add more to your retirement plan. That's going to $10,000. The catch-up is going to $10,000 in 2025.
What is it right now?
$6,500.
Okay, so a pretty significant increase.
And it's going up to $7,500, and then
phased
in
in
25, it's $10,000 in 2025.
Okay.
I was also reading it changed some things called RMDs. What is an RMD and what's that change?
So that's what we're talking about, required minimum distribution. So that's the age when the government makes you start taking money out of your retirement plan. So in RMDs, it's important because they affect everyone. Everyone with a retirement plan is subject to RMDs now at age 73. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter your marital status, it doesn't matter if you want the money or not, they're going to make you take money out. So what's happening is that money has been growing tax deferred the whole time. Now the government says, okay, you're 73, we want you to start taking money out and you're going to pay us tax on those distributions, and that's how the government starts to get tax revenue off of that. So the RMD age is really important. One of the other changes that 2.0 did was there's a penalty if you don't take the right amount. So if you don't take it at all, if you take less than you should have, if you forget the deadlines, do you take it late, it's always been a 50% penalty. Wow. 2.0 reduced that penalty from 50% to 25%.
Okay.
So it's still a big penalty. Yeah, it's less than half of what it used to be, but we don't want people, paying a potentially 25% penalty. So, talk to your advisors, make sure you know the rules. You got to know deadlines and how to calculate it. You got to take it on time so that you don't face those other penalties.
It's a lot to remember. Do you have a good website to push people to?
We do, sure, yeah. You can go to Staton Financial Group, and Staton is spelled S-T-A-T-O-N. So StatonFinancialGroup.com. You can call us at 735-6762. We've got a 2-page white paper we'd love to give to people. If they call and ask for that, we'll pass that on. And the Secure Act 2.0 did a lot more than what we've talked about today. Some things don't take effect for a few years, but there's a lot of changes coming up.
Great.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good conversation.
All right,
thank you. It can be daunting, so we appreciate conversations like this. All right, let's get over to Lacey Swope. She's in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Hey, Lace. Hey.